All right, welcome back to another video. Today is a new project. We are going to be building out my Bronco Sport to be able to camp. So follow along through this process. It's gonna be ongoing. We're gonna keep adding as I travel and camp more and more, find out the necessities that I want and I need, things that we can add. All right, so what do we wanna do in here? Well, I want to have two drawers in here. This right side drawer is going to be for cooking. Other is for miscellaneous storage. Now, these seats do fold down. So what I would like to do is on top of those drawers, we're going to build up a frame and run a piece of plywood or other board paneling straight back so that we can have a bed on top of the drawers. That will give us a place to sleep, a place to cook, a little bit of storage. Now, what we can also do, give me 1 second. This seat comes really far forward, so we have a lot of space in here, but we're gonna be starting with the drawers and the bed, laying out the frame, so keep watching for that. And thanks to the build that we did earlier with the garage, we have a lot of extra scrap 2x4s that we will be using to build this frame. So we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 legs with cross beams coming here. That's gonna be our frame. It's right here. Right there. All right, so this is our center beam. This is going to hold tracks for both drawers on either side. So what we got to do is we put this center beam in. Now we have to cut out two 23-inch pieces to go on either side so that we can mount our rails on here. We got two sets of 24-inch cabinet rails. So when we make tracks. So when we make the cabinets, we'll line it up with the tracks and we'll be putting it in the car. So the car is coming along well. Aiden put together the two side pieces. I'm putting together this middle piece now. And so we should be building cabinets here very soon. I should say, I've never built a cabinet before from scratch. So this should be a learning experience. All right, let's put together this piece. So you can kind of see how it's going to start coming together. We're going to put our rails on each of these. We're going to run some cross beams and then we're going to start running our slats for our bed frame. So yeah, let's continue with this. All right, so we need to tow in 2 screws, 4 actually, up and down on either end. So we're going to use this pocket hole jig. what we could do is we butt it up to the edge of the wood right here. Comes with a nice drill bit. Once we butt up the pocket jig and make sure that it's in the middle, when we tow these, we're gonna tow them like this, front to back. So we are going to, now that we have it lined up where we want our pocket holes, we're going to take this and we are going to stick it in. And voila, we have a pocket hole. Now we can screw in there into the side of the wood to tow it in so the screws won't ever show, and we can actually butt this up at a 90-degree angle. All right, so we got the framing in. We're gonna add decking over top the forward slats, and then we're gonna start on the drawers. Paneling is in. Now to install some drawers. All right, so this is how we're gonna build the shelves. We're gonna have two 7-inch walls on the front that span the back. We're gonna have a front panel and a back panel, and then we're gonna have the base here. But on the cooking side, we're gonna have a cutout on the back side for the knobs to the grill. So yeah, we're gonna get to cutting these. All right, well, we got all 4 pieces to the drawer cut out. We also just cut the first groove for the bottom particle board for the drawer. Aiden and Trey also installed these rails so we can actually put the drawers in. A little later, had to take a break to go grab some different hardware because these screws that came with the L brackets were too long for the plywood that we bought. But now when we cut the bottom portion of the shelf, it was too wide for our base, and also these walls are slightly too tall, so everything's gonna have to get shortened a little bit. We'll see if I can just sand them. I'm gonna try starting with sanding them, and if not, may have to go get a planer of sorts to level it out, or take the circular saw to it again, which is last resort. So we'll see, but I'm gonna try at least take a circular saw to this piece to get it shaved down to see if it'll at least fit width-wise in, so we can just sand down the top once it's all put together. So yeah, we're gonna do that now. All right, time for test fit one of the drawers. So we got the drawer. Oh, it's actually good in height. Oh. Well, it kind of bottoms out, which I guess isn't a big deal. But, ow. So it bottoms out because we put this beam in the back. And we didn't account for it when cutting these drawers to size. Is that big of a deal? Does it close? Yeah, it still fits. Maybe we'll just leave it like this. But we might need to shave a little bit off because it's kind of hard to put in and out. But we'll put the tracks on, get it on the tracks, and then call it a night for tonight, and then get back at it another day to finish the second drawer. So yeah, I'm gonna put the tracks on and then call it a wrap. All right, time to get rocking and rolling. It is day number 2 of this build. Welcome back. Last night we finished up by failing to fit this drawer that we built in. So I'm going to be using this new planer to adequately fit the drawer in, make sure that it fits flush. So we're gonna take a little bit off the bottom. We have a little bit of area to work with. We're gonna take a little bit off the bottom, see if it fits flush. Also try to level out this top a little bit just so it looks nice, and then move on to building the second drawer. It's already 7 o'clock roughly because I was at work. So if I can get both drawers done tonight, that would be ideal. But if not, we'll push the second drawer to tomorrow. But we do need to get the second drawer and the second part of the bed completed by at the latest Wednesday night. So that's where we're at. Follow along and we are going to keep working. I've also, I haven't used a planer in a long time, so I gotta figure out how to put this thing together and how to get it to work. But learning experience, I guess. All right, well, issue number, I don't even know. Now, the drawer fits on both sides, but if you can see right in there, the track is off by about 1/2 inch. So when I narrowed the box yesterday, I narrowed it too much. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna take this leg off and just shift this in about 1/2 inch, this part right here, shift it inward slightly, about a ½ inch, and then should be all good. So we're gonna do that now. All right, and we have a functioning drawer. So we got one of the drawers. I'm gonna leave this drawer for now and focus on getting the rest of the bed built, because if I run out of time, I at least want to have the full bed built. So I'm gonna start cutting the legs now. Similar build, we're gonna do 3 rows of legs and then the same paneling, so it should go up really quickly. All right, and those are in. All right, welcome back to day number 3 of this build. Today, it's already again 7 o'clock, so we don't have a ton of time today, but I would like to finish this cargo base. So that's what I'm gonna call this cargo base, which includes the back part of the bed, so that tomorrow we could actually custom build or custom fit our own mattress topper to be able to put into here so that it fits on the bed, and then we can figure out a couple extra accessories before this weekend. So that is the goal for today. Finish up the back part. Yesterday we started on the closer to the headrest. Let me just show you. Right, we built those legs yesterday, so we are going to finish off that frame and then put down more of this paneling and try to wrap that part up. So if we can get that done tonight, I'll be very happy. Yeah. Let's jump right back into it. All right, so to build the frame, we're gonna be using 2 more 2x4s, similar to how we did the other portion. We're gonna be doing 16-inch cross beams, and then the slats, we should need 7 39 or 40-inch slats. But once we cut these, then I'll know for sure. So we're gonna get to cutting these. All right, well, the cross beams are into our frame, that one and that one. So now we're gonna start cutting the slats to get across here. And just like that, the top part of the cargo frame is finished. So let's put it in the car. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Wow, this looks amazing. Lost my hat, it looks so good. Look at that. We got a drawer that pulls out. We got our whole bed built. I know there's a little lip in there, but I actually didn't feel it laying down. It actually felt like my back went pretty smoothly down the back. But we can always sand the legs if we need to. We can take a little bit off the legs so that it's even. But to be honest, I'm really happy with it. Look at that. That's so cool. Now, obviously, we still want to put a drawer in here, but now that I'm looking at it, maybe one drawer and a table would be nice. So we might build a table out of some of this scrap wood. And here's our cargo frame, all built, ready for a mattress topper to go in. So we're gonna put that together tomorrow, try to custom fit one for this size. But yeah, it's exciting. So easily removable, 2 pieces. We'll see about taking those legs down a little bit. But yeah, for now, we have ample storage on the left side and the right side, which is gonna be really nice. We also have room in here that we could maybe build something. I would still wanna have somewhere to put books. So maybe we'll build like a little shelf in here eventually. All the add-ons that we can do as I continue to use this, continue to go. Obviously, we'll probably build a second drawer here for the stove to pull out. We still have the rails in there, but for now, I'm really happy with this, and we're gonna move on to some of the necessary accessories, like the bed, getting the water jug sorted, where we're gonna put that, and yeah, so we'll see what happens, but I am very happy with this. Also, if you want to see the accessories that we put in here, watch part 2 of the video, which will be coming out in the near future. This is the end to part 1, so hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you soon. Oh, and I tried to build a top for the shelf as well, real fast. We'll see if it sticks. I'm using glue. It probably won't work. I was thinking about running it down the sides to try to make like a frame on this box so that we can grab it. We'll see. I don't know if it's gonna work. Hopefully it does.